Hey guys, my name is Shayla. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I talk about motherhood, I talk about pregnancy. We do things pretty natural. We try to do things eco-friendly, all of that. If you're interested in that, please subscribe. Please like this video. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. You can find me on Instagram, HEYSHAYLA, and I have a podcast, also HEYSHAYLA, where I do deep dives into some of this wild stuff with like the experts on it, so it's pretty cool. I have a 2.5-year-old and a half-year-old. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about, it's kind of a mashup of things, but mostly like consumerism, and I know you're going to be like, what? That's not motherhood or pregnant. Yes, it is. It's also a little bit about like living the eco-friendly lifestyle, because there's so much anxiety around both of these things, and I've just been like thinking about it a lot, and I just need to share my thoughts with you. So it's all kind of started because I read a book called The Paradox of Choice, which essentially says we wanted our freedoms and we wanted our choices. So don't tell me what I can and cannot have. Don't tell me what I need and what I do not need. I will make my decision for me. And in the process, we have gotten an incredible amount of decisions. He goes through like the grocery store and he's like, there's 27 different toothpastes that you can choose, 14 different ketchups. There is 270 different TVs. Like there's just so many options. And then he goes into like, you get to choose your healthcare plan, your retirement plan, all these options. Like it's really great, but like you don't even know what the best option is sometimes, and you just kind of like roll the dice. Or you're trying to choose the best wireless vacuum when really they're probably all fairly similar-ish, but you're trying to pick the best one because marketing tells you that you need the best one, and marketing says this one's better than this one because, and this one's better. Researching all this stuff is taking up more time and space, and then because there are so many options, you end up choosing one, but you're not even really that satisfied with your choice because you're like, did I choose the wrong one? So what I got from that is, oh my gosh, stop stressing about making the best of the best of the best decisions, and also recognize that marketing is being sold to you to try and make you feel like you need something that you don't. And I feel passionate about this, apparently. So there's this like coming up with $1 million idea, right? Oh, what can be the $1 million idea? Find the holes in your life that you could fill with a product. And so people are doing that. They're coming up with these ideas. But the reality is like there aren't a lot of holes left to make life that much easier. And I realized this because I found myself doing it. I found myself having a problem and then going on Amazon to try and find the solution. And the example that I gave on Instagram was that Ezzy was just getting snot all over my shoulder, and I was like, man, I wish I had like a shoulder pad or something that would like sit on my shoulders so she can just get all the snot on, and then I could just wash that and be done. Somebody's like, isn't that just a burp rag? And I'm like, yes, and that's exactly the point. I don't need a shoulder strap thing to put on here, but guess what? I'm gonna be like, oh, this is so great. I just put the shoulder strap thing on here. It doesn't fall off. The snot goes on here. I don't have to change my shirt. We're complicating our lives by trying to make it easier, by getting so much stuff. And like sometimes I can't look around my house because I used to travel full time. And so I used to have all my stuff in a backpack, and that would be all of my possessions minus like a few high school boxes at my dad's house. Now I have an entire house full. I have a basement full. I have like a garage full. I'm like, why do I have all this stuff? Do I need all this stuff? And how do I start to get rid of this stuff? And I think about the stuff that I bring into my house and how much stuff I bring out. It is not an equal transaction. So I want to be more minimal. And I tell Seth that all the time, and he just looks at me, he's like, you are not a minimalist. And I'm like, I want to be. And I think I'm definitely more minimal than most people. Like they'll be like, oh, we need to clean out our dish rags in our kitchen. And I'm like, I don't feel like I have any excess of dish rags in my kitchen. I don't know. Just like random stuff where I'm like, I feel like I keep it pretty minimal there. So like if there's a random cup, I'm like, why is this here? Get this out of here. But I have some serious room for improvement. So the first step was realizing that I was trying to solve problems with things. So like I finally just cleaned the garage so that I can park inside, so that when it snows I don't have to scrape my car off. And I was like, oh, I love being able to start my car and let it warm up for the girls, so when we go there we go into a warm car. But now it's in the garage, so now I need the garage door opener. Cool. But the garage door opener is in the car, so maybe if I had a garage door opener keychain. Of course Amazon had one. Of course I ordered one. I think see, this is the problem. I feel like that's a good buy because there's not really another solution except for me going out to the garage to open the garage door, or having like two, one for the house and one for the car. That could have worked. But I got a keychain. Whatever. The point is I was like, oh, here's a problem. Boom. Solution. Purchase. Done. And I just think part of minimalism is minimizing consumerism, right? Like you're not going to buy as much stuff because we don't need as much stuff. So I guess I challenge you to think about like next time you buy something, like, do I need this? How long am I going to have this? Is this something that I'm going to use for a couple of months, or is this something I'm going to use for the next few years, I feel like I have all the things I need, but yet I continue to buy more things, especially around this time of year with all the deals. I'm like, well, I need that, I need that, I need that, and that. And like, one thing that I bought was a clearly filtered pitcher. I do love clearly filtered water. And so I'm glad I have that pitcher, but I needed a new filter, and the filters are never on sale. Well, they were on sale, so I bought it, and I was like, well, I'm just saving $10. I'll just buy this later. And I ended up, my auto order was coming in like a week, so I was like, fine, I'll just buy it now. But then that gets me into the next thing. When you start to go like eco-friendly, or you start to do like more environmentally conscious things or health conscious things, that can create a lot of trash too. So you replace your pans. Now you got to get rid of all your old pans. We donated ours, but like you start to learn about EMFs. And you start to learn about what's in your water, and you start to learn about anything, dye in your food or sugar and its effects on you. And you're just like, I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a ton of anxiety that can come with trying to be more eco-conscious and trying to be more health-oriented, right? So like you learn about the bad tap water, and then you've got your clearly filtered pitcher at home, but what happens when you're out? And you have to drink out of a water fountain, and who knows what's in that water. Like, unless you're giving it to your baby for formula for a week, don't stress about it. It's going to be okay. Or if you're like, we started doing Ridwell, where you get rid of the soft plastics. So now I have recycling, trash, compost, and this Ridwell. Well, sometimes my bag gets put out in the garage instead of in the house, and then I throw it away instead of putting it in the Ridwell. That could like destroy me. Or I can be like, it's okay. Most of the time I'm doing it. And I think that that's what people need to realize, is that when you start making these changes, use what you already have first and then make the switch. If you can donate those things, donate those things. If you go over to your friend's house and they don't use the things that you use, don't freak out. I just have so many friends that like panic when they don't, like I said, drink the water, or if they can't have the organic blueberries, they have the regular blueberries, or different things like this. And it's like, control most of the time. If you're recycling most of the time, if you are eating well most of the time, if you're drinking good water most of the time, your trajectory in life is going to be better. Atomic Habits, I talked about that book too. It talks about just like the decisions that you make every single day is going to turn your trajectory of life this way and go this way, right? So if you're constantly making the same decision over and over and over to drink good water, and then you drink bad water, and then you drink good water, but mostly you're gonna head that way. So in 60 years, you're gonna say, man, I'm really glad I switched my water pitcher at home. Glad I switched to wear barefoot shoes. I'm throwing out all these examples because there's so many different ways that you can like change a little bits of your life, but don't do it all at once, because that's gonna be really overwhelming. Take little baby steps. First change the water, then change the products that you're using to clean, then change this, and just like slowly over time you will become the healthy person and eco-friendly person that you want to be. But it doesn't all have to happen at once. That's really soapboxy. And if you disagree with me, I want to know 100%. I want to hear what you have to say if you disagree, because I like conversations like that. If you agree with me, cool, let's talk about that too. Or tell me the changes that you've made. But I am not opposed to someone being like, yeah, but what about this? Because usually I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't talk about that. But like the changes that we've made that I love, we use cloth towels, I guess, but we put it on the paper towel roller. I've got 12 of them, and I love it because then I can just like wipe something up, hang it, and reuse it, or I throw it in the wash. We do like, don't buy paper towels, and I think it's fantastic. We use cloth diapering, as you know. I've been playing with some of the products, but like we switched to this dishwasher detergent. That was Branch Basics. Did not like it. Love their window wash, their like cleaning spray, love all of that. Don't love the dishwasher. I heard that they just reformulated it. So we've switched all of those products, which is great. We switched our pans so that they're non-toxic pans. We don't use a microwave, but that's just because we moved into this house and they don't have one and we just don't use it. But then I'm like, oh, but am I supposed to be having this gas stove running inside my house? I heard that's not good. What else am I gonna do? Like, there's just a lot, and it can all just create so much anxiety. Or you could say, I'm doing a really good job and I've already changed so many things. If you want to make changes, do it slowly. Be proud of your progress and do not sweat it when other people don't do it and it's out of your control. Just say, that's okay. This is one time. Gonna move on. And I feel like all of this is like especially relevant in the holidays, where you've got single-use wrapping paper, single-use bags. Like I've got some bags downstairs that I have kept that I'm just gonna put gifts in again. And like gift giving. Oh, my mom was somebody who was a gift giver. Like she loved giving gifts. So we had tons of gifts to open up at Christmas. And I'm like, does this change when you get older? Because I have no idea what I'm going to get Aaliyah. Like family's getting her stuff. I don't really know what she needs. I don't know. But I want her to open gifts on Christmas. There's just like this huge consumer culture right now. And so I just wanted to kind of counter that and be like, it can be fun if you keep it reined in and you're not taking out a loan or putting all these things on your credit card, because there's so much more to that. It's about baking cookies. It's about teaching your kids to bring cookies to the neighbors. It's about getting them excited about giving gifts to the family. It's about doing nice things for their family around this time. Like, it's just not about all the gifts. All right, end rant. If you found this video entertaining, or you agree with me, or if you disagree with me, please like, but I'd also love to hear in the comments what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.